Yeah, it's oh, the door opens the wrong way. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Wow, in this episode we've got a big old project going on. It's played with my head big time. My anxiety's gone through the roof. As we all know, I deal with mental health anyway, so trying to get my head around doing something like I've just started doing is hard work, to say the least. I reckon I'll get there, but I suppose it's time it takes in the video to show you guys if I get there. Yeah, that'll be the different one of it. But as I said, this one's quite a big episode of a lot of stuff going on and some very, very big modifications. So you guys stay tuned and let's hit the live action, shall we? Right, so I've now got my anxiety under control a little bit and sort of got a bit of a game plan. As you can see, there's no door on this side whatsoever. My idea is I want to suicide doors, which a lot of people have commented about, and I think it'll work quite well. Well, it's not my idea, it's other people have said it, and it's kind of stuck in my head that I think it would look amazing and something different on the vehicle that other people don't really do very often. The funny part about it, this door here, that was there, I should say, is now in that hole there. The funniest part about it is both doors are identical. The lines line up and everything. I know there's a bigger gap here because there's a bit in the way that needs to move. But as you can see, all my swage lines line up exactly on them, exactly where they need to be and stuff. So which is, I find the funniest part about it is that fits in that hole. The only difference is it's going to hinge on the back and open that way. So yeah, that's the bit I find absolutely hilarious about the whole lot of this though. But yeah, it's just one of those ones. I went measuring and I went, wait a minute, this all measures the same. So I thought, sod it, I'm going to try it in the hole, and it fits, which makes my life a lot easier. Instead of having to make all the hinges and stuff under the door, they're already there. The door catch, everything else. Just means the door handle's the wrong way around and stuff on the inside, but we ain't worried about that. It still opens. What difference does it sort of make? What I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking, this bit here needs to go anyway for the door to actually go in the hole. Same as this bit here needs to go as it goes in the hole. So I'm wondering whether we snip this out, say, for example, along there, down and across, and take the whole of that bit out. That would then go over that side. Same as the other one, take that one out and we put that one here. These bits here where the hinges mount, wondering whether, as in you can see the recess there for the hinge, wonder if I take the same amount out of this pillar and we put it back into, well, the opposite side, but you catch what I mean, the opposite side, but so in other words, it's swatched over. All the original mountings are in the same place. Yeah, I might have to do a bit of re-gusseting on the inside and stuff, which I'm not too worried, because if I have to, we'll cut the inside panels of the pillars out. We'll do the gusseting inside and then we'll put it back in the other way round and stuff, if you see what I'm trying to say. So all the strength goes back into it on the inside of it, so we can weld up all the inside, etc. And then we weld back the inside out. Yes, it's a hell of a lot of work, but I think it could be worth it. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I've got it in my head to do it. I'm gonna take some measurements and stuff, make some markings and stuff, and I suppose I get cutting, I guess. So one way to find out, isn't it? Could I wreck the vehicle? Yeah, I could. Could I completely nutty take it back to scrapyard after all this work? Yeah, I could, but I'm not gonna. Everything's fixable. Let me have a play, make some markings, and we'll go from there, shall we? Rightio. As you can see, we've now got some lines on it. You can see how I've done it. I put my lines across, so I got some markings, datum lines basically, to mark off where I need to cut line. So basically we're going to be cutting across there, all the way up and across there, same on the other side, and the same distance there, which I've also put on the other side. So all of these should go from this side to the other side. The only difference we're going to get is this curves in, so we're going to have to make a little bit on this bit. I might help if I point the camera at the right place. This bit curves in as it doesn't go straight down like the other side, so we're going to have to make some bits up on the inside. I'm not too fussed about that, and this side will be the same, it will curve in, so I'm going to have to make some bits on that side. It's going to be a lot of work, I mean a hell of a lot of work, but the only way I'm going to do it is get on with it. And am I scared to do it? Not scared to do it, worried to do it a little bit, but once I get into it, I'm sure I'll work it out and we'll get there in the end. So yeah, all I can do now is cut, I guess. So I've done all my markings. I've measured about 20 times, so I can now cut once, I guess. Lucky enough, if it goes wrong, I'll weld it bloody back in, can't I? At the very, very worst. So one way or another it will work, but I'm going to make it work is the way I'm going to look at this one. So I suppose I better get set up, get a grinder in my hand and start cutting, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it. We're going to get there. And the first part about it is the other side's all ready for literally final bits of flat and stuff. But I'd rather do it now than have both sides ready and then, yeah, have to do it all over again. We're not doing that. We're getting on with this now. I suppose here goes nothing, I guess. I hope I've measured everything right and stuff. Fingers crossed I have, so that's all I can do, I guess. Suppose get that flipping catch out and we get cutting again. Suppose it's time for this thing, isn't it? Oh well. There goes nothing. As you can see, I've taped off this because I can't see it as much this side, the other side you can get it in primer. So yeah. Here we go, I guess. Ain't no turning back now, is there? Well, there's the first cut, so there's definitely no going back now. At the end of the day, it is only metal, it's weldable back together if I really have to. And yeah, a lot of work, mind, whichever way you look at it. Alright, let's carry on cutting this, shall we? Nervous as hell is the old answer to this. So I've changed the disc over because there's some extra bits of structure inside I can't get to with this at the moment. So Right, I've got to try and work out how to get through that last little bit in the inside, which I can't get to because the blade's not big enough. And I'll be back once I have. Oh, there's that one. I end up having to use hacksaw blade and just cut through that last little bit just to the inside, and that got that. So yeah, I think I'm going to use a bit of YouTube magic and get the other side cut out of the other side, so I can then start playing around with this side. So I'm going to spend an hour or so doing that, and for you guys.
One eternity later.
Good old YouTube magic. We've now got both sides cut out, and I've changed sides now. So I'm going to carry on working on this side as I've just finished cutting this side out. So we now just got to try and make the pieces fit and work out what we're going to do with how they fit, finishing them off and stuff. So let's have a little play around and see what we come up with, shall we? Alright, so I want to apologise, the camera's not in an ideal place. I can't get it in the right place, but I'm doing it by myself, and so it's not going to be ideal, but I will try and explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it so you can try and follow along. This bit now, which is normally would have been that side over that corner, now has to go over here. So that one needs to go in that little hole there, which so needs a little trim, and that should line up. Just needs a bit taken off the top. We must do a little bit of something dressing up inside here, but that's nothing major with that one. And that one, which came off of that corner there, so basically that would have sat like that in there, is now basically taken off there, coming around. I'm going to go straight in this little hole here, which doesn't actually look far off at all as a first go. So yeah, that really isn't that far off. So that's quite good as a first go there. So a little bit of trimming. I could go tack them in places just so I can work things out, and I want to try the door back in the aperture, make sure it fits. If it does, job done, innit? So yeah. Right, plan of attack. I think I'm going to get that back bit done first. That bit like that. Let's get this bit working in this hole, shall we? Do I need that bit on there? Yeah, it's a brace for the door. Gonna need that bit in there then, because as I said, that's got the brace structure in for the door. So we might have to make a little section here around there. Going by them lines, that needs to go up a little bit. So to go up a little bit, we're gonna have to take a little bit out of there. So let's trim a little bit here and trim a little bit there. Well, I would when you wear bloody eye protection, though. Yes, I'm trying to wear eye protection. Well, I will if I find it. Right, eye protection on. That needs a tiny bit of that back bit there, just so I can then work it out. What's that way round, wasn't it? Oh, you idiot! That way round. Need a bit of that back bit in there. Slide in there, that's better. So now I can start to work out how far it needs to come. And how much have I got left at the bottom? Here's the next question. Right, you stay. Pen. There's my pen. Something about 3 or 4 mil taken off there. Same all the way around by the looks of it. And I bet that just ripped my coat. Right, 3 or 4 mil taken off that, then try again. Right, it's basically all I'm trying to do is take little bit by little bit off, just to nibble it away, so I get it so it fits in the hole and lines up perfectly. Sure does. Might just get the welder and throw a little tacker in or two on that just to hold it in place. Unless I can grip it with molds. See, now I got that bit like held there, so I was able to then work out I need to take a tiny bit out of there to get that to slot inside this bit, because I don't need that bit. I know I'm going to have to make all this up and stuff, and make a bit in here to make it match up and make it look original, but I'm not too fussed about that. That's just all metal work, and not hard metal work, to be honest with you. The hardest bit is just trying to get this lot to bloody fit. Process of making it fit, making it look right. Ah, we're getting somewhere. That now fits in there nicely. Lovely, lovely. Clippy, clippy. So all it is, fiddle around a little bit, fiddle around a little bit, fiddle around a little bit, and get it right. Well, I'm going to chuck a couple of tacks on that just to hold that, and I can carry on working from there. So let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Move my welder over and chuck a couple of tacks on, and we can see how we're getting on, can't we? That's that roughly in some sort of place and just holding there temporarily. That's basically where the door will hide off again. Suppose I should really get that side on there. Make sure the door still fits, opens and closes somewhere in the right position before I carry on too much more. Because if I get it wrong, I might be doing all this and the door might not even be in the right place. So I suppose I should really get that done first. Let's put a chuck on there first, I think. Right, tap there. Let's play with the other side, shall we? Let's see, where can I put you guys? I suppose if I put you this angle, you might see what I'm doing. Once again, it's just play around to get this thing roughly in the right place. Lucky enough, because you've got the swage lines, you've got something to line that way. Don't tell me that's about right there. Couldn't do that again, could I? I think it's going to get a tiny sliver off that by the looks of it. tiniest of slivers off that side. And that should go in. Oh, you bastard, you're up. Oh, go. Don't burn my fingers anymore. Yeah! Get up, get up, get up. And you, off. To say what I'm doing now, this is just all temporary. I'm just putting some tacks on. I just want to work out if I'm in the right process to getting the door in roughly the right place before I get carried on and get carried away doing too much more. So that's all I'm doing, is trying to get it roughly about right and then go from there. Well, that should be held enough in place now, roughly there. So I've tried a few more tacks on the hinge side to make it a little bit stronger, and then I suppose I can try a door on and see if the door actually fits in the hole or not. That's going to be the telltale sign to work out what I need to move, cut, etc. before I get too far into it. So I'm going to do that. You can join me when I actually try fitting the door on.
One eternity later.
Oh no, sorry, I forgot. I thought I actually put the camera on, and I didn't. I just checked it to see if it was recording. It bloody well wasn't. I've just got enough tacks on there now to be able to Oh, the door opens the wrong way. Opens and shuts and everything. Hold it in the right place where the striker will go. Lines up absolutely perfectly. It's weird as hell, isn't it, how that door is matching the opposite side. I'm going to put the striker on a minute to see if the door opens and shuts. Hopefully it does. So oh, I'm going to need the striker off the other side, aren't I? Or is this side going to work? Yeah, this side works. Screwdriver and screws. And screw. Just something about making something different than other people do, I really enjoy. And I also really enjoy taking pieces of metal and making them work. Sometimes it's a bit nerve-wracking, like this one, but it's worth it in the end. I'm not worried about it being perfect right at the moment, I just want to get it. I know I can then carry on building the rest of the structure. Just look at that. Oh, and it opens as well. One fully working door, suicided, opposite way round. Boom! Have some of that. Oh, damn. Still got the other side to look into, haven't I? Yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's now looking absolutely bang. And I'm actually over the moon with that. That's quite better than what I thought it was going to do. All my lines, absolutely everything matches perfectly. And considering that's the door off the other side, that all matches up as well. I'm actually over the moon with that. And because I cut the bits out, it's going to look pretty much factory, covering the caps, etc. on the inside. We just got making a few little bits of slivers up and structure up inside. And weld it all up. So yeah, I'm very, 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 very happy with how that's come out. And when I mean very happy, I mean over the moon happy. All the lines are absolutely perfect. How the hell does that work when the doors come off the other side? I don't know, it just proves they're identical, doesn't it? Well, I say identical, outside's identical, inside different. So guys, stay tuned for part 2 of the suicide doors on the Doka. It's going to be an interesting one and probably another great big long one. Right, I'm going to fiddle around this side and see what I can actually get done and like work out the bits I need to put in. I will show you the bits I move, modify, etc. along the way, and hopefully guys, you'll see something that people haven't done recently, or haven't done for a long time. But just goes to show, don't know how a few tacks is strong enough to hold the door where it should be. You know, I love taking something that people haven't done for a little while, or a while, or ever. I don't know, you choose which one it is, and turn them into my own little project and making it my own. So the next one, as I said a minute ago, is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be another long one. So hopefully guys, you know what to do. You've got that, hit that like button, subscribe button, share it if you can, and until the next one guys, hope you all stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Peace out guys.